It's time.
All right, here we go.
The Cocktail Show.
Get ready to have a good time.
Let's have a good time.
This is exciting, isn't it?
Oh, I like that.
Hello, testing.
Welcome aboard the Dreamliner.
It's the only way to fly.
Wow.
I've allotted 1 hour for recreational activity. There's no time for irrelevant conversation. Fun will now commence.
Cocktail Show.
Gary.
Here's a young speaker who is really in demand.
Don't let that go to your head, Gary. But wait, there's more.
I'm the guy.
Finger guns.
Gary Meyer.
3, 2, 1, 0.
And now, the Gary Meyer Show. Cocktail Hour, live.
Cocktails. Woo, drinks.
We're streaming live at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 Central.
On Friday, October 4th, 2024. Exclusively on the GarrForceLIVE YouTube channel. But of course, no matter where you are, it's time for a digital mimosa. Let's wash away the week that was with the zen of a car wash.
I can't drive a dirty car. I can't stand it. That's one of the things that freaks me out. I really get wiggy, get the goo off.
Oh, I hate a dirty car.
And now the only way to stream the show live is here on
The GarrForceLIVE YouTube channel.
YouTube. Subscribe to the GarrForce Live YouTube channel.
All of the past editions of the Cocktail Hour can be replayed on the GarrForce Live YouTube channel.
Please like and share the show on all the social media channels.
Comments during the live show, wherever we are streaming, can be seen in our virtual studio
And we may show them on the screen.
and or talk about them.
Ah, that's good. Disappeared.
Thank you for your attention.
Now, fasten your seatbelts. It's time to go wheels up on the GarrForce Live.
Live!
Live. Here we go. On America's podcast. Boom. Shakalaka.
There it is. That's the shofar. Shofar. Alan, how do you pronounce that?
Shofar.
Shofar. That joke is something that I really enjoy doing this time of year during Rosh Hashanah. And the joke goes, well, okay, I can't do anything until we get wheels up here. What am I thinking? Let's kick the tires and light the fires. And then Leslie's going to take the cat and the wine condom off, and we're going to be wheels up.
Show fire, show good.
Yeah.
Here we go. I got a Revelation Chardonnay that I picked up at Trader Joe's yesterday. And look, we got some serious buildup on that. Oh, yeah. Lots of accent marks on this Revelation. So it may be Revelation or something.
Okay, whatever it is. Let's just get that thing up in the air. And yeah,
Right
yeah,
at the
that took
screen.
an eye out of somebody.
Let's see
So
what it tastes like.
cheers. I got my main Manhattan. All right. Welcome, everybody. So the joke goes, I'm in the studio during Rosh Hashanah one year, and somebody says, okay, it's time to blow the shofar. And I went, I'll just get an Uber if that's the case. Oh, well, that's what you do. You have fun with these things. All right. This is one of those shows. Yes, thank you, Goofy. That's Goofy, right? Do I have my characters right, Alan?
Yeah, that's Goofy in the middle.
Yes, that's Goofy.
Goofy in the middle. Goofy in the middle. Alan, Rosh Hashanah goes until
Sundown in your region.
sundown in your region. Okay. And people should watch this on YouTube because
We're not streaming it anywhere else.
okay, there is a good reason. And we didn't just decide, well, Facebook, Meta, whatever you call it, is not happening. It just got to be problematic tech-wise, right?
Facebook ate the show last week. An hour and a half after the show was over, it still thought we were live. It was putting up nothing, even though we had closed out the stream. I cut off the stream, and for a while, it was showing the last 6 seconds of the show. And now, last time I looked, despite reporting it 3 times during the week, it just shows we're unable to show this. So enough.
And this is not just us. This is other shows of that nature that get screwed up like
Lots
that.
of people have issues with Facebook. We've had lots of issues with Facebook. It's not helping us any. So watch us on YouTube. I've posted the link on YouTube. If you don't have a YouTube account, that makes it such that you can't comment, but anybody can watch the stream. And since the beginning of the show is always available on the Gary Meyer website as well. There's a link for the live show, and I always have the live show as part of that page for the live show.
All right. Well, happy Rosh Hashanah to Alan and all of our Jewish viewers. And it is time to whip out the screen door. Is this right? I don't think it is. Is that right?
There you go.
That's what it is.
Now
okay.
he's got it.
This side up. And the first out usually is.
You know what? The starred comments are not showing up. That's interesting.
Technical workshop. You know how these things
Yeah.
are.
And after we just blew the chauffeur for
I had
YouTube.
starred comments. I had starred comments before the show, and they are not. Ryan, are you seeing them in the studio? I'm not seeing. Oh wait, now
Lloydster has a comment here saying it's time to oil the Bobcat.
There were several starred comments in the studio before we started, but when we started, the starred comments all disappeared. So we just have the ones that since we've been live.
So much for YouTube. After that,
no,
big
that's the new StreamYard studio we have, where we can use the same studio, and I guess one of its features is a bug that wipes out all the old comments.
When Kellyanne was there.
Yeah, Kellyanne was there.
You don't remember what she said?
Her schnauzer was dry. That was basically the gist of it.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Well, let's get it moistened. Let's go. Amy G. Hello, GarrForce community. St. Louis on board. It's taffy apple season. Yeah, taffy apples. That's a feel good. From when you were a Ute, and they had the nuts on them. Some people don't like them. I like the nuts on the apple.
But now they've gotten to the point where they're gilding the lily. They got sprinkles. They've got chocolate. They've got it. It's like caramel apples are just fine the way they are.
Tomatoes, onions, pickles. Is your off your lap, or are you talking to somebody else? Deborah and Tom liking the show from Whitewater, Wisconsin. Beautiful weather over a good part of the country. The West is baking. That's what we're hearing, right? Ed from
something
Crystal,
like 90 degrees in San Francisco right now. Yeah.
Yeah. And well, Arizona, I'm sure our Arizona people will check in, and I'm hearing it's still very hot there, hotter than it should be for October. Is that Crystal Lake, Illinois, Ed? Is that what we're talking? I think it is.
Probably.
And who else? Deborah. Hey, is Deborah the winner from Deborah? Are you the winner from last week? Is Deborah the winner from last week?
Yeah.
We haven't got.
I believe so.
Yeah. We haven't gotten your address,
need you
Deborah.
to confirm your address. I have your address from a previous win several years ago, but I want to make sure that I'm sending it to the right address. What's the matter, honey? Why are you crying?
Are you talking to Angry Mama?
What's the matter, baby? No. What's it? Oh, you brought me your toy. She brought me a pipe cleaner. There. That's why all the yelling.
That's kind of small for an animal to be chewing on, isn't it? Could they choke?
No. She just carries it around in her mouth and then yells like she just caught a mouse or something.
Oh, okay.
What I did.
Greg says what?
I was going to say, so here's what YouTube has captured. YouTube has captured comments since noon today. I brought it up on a separate screen here.
No,
but they're not in the studio.
All right.
Oh. Oh yeah, I'm seeing a lot of chatter. Apparently, Greg from Decula, Georgia, had his pet pass away. So.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Condolences.
And we're going to feature a page out of the Canine Hero calendar today. Speaking of dogs, Cindy, Wheeling, Illinois, glass of sangria, and
nice.
I think Greg was it, who had some concoction that they were talking about in the post. It was
Oh, I don't know.
something. What was that drink? It
Some
looked
kind of
pretty
cool drink.
interesting. Yeah,
Let's see if I can't find it here.
it was right before Cindy. Cindy, Lindenhurst, Illinois. Technically not yet. Well, okay, now you're flipping all over the place. A Vista Bay hard seltzer and a doobie of Dank Vader here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
It is
That's, yeah.
legal. Well, I don't know. Is it legal where you are? It's legal here in Illinois.
Well, technically not yet. I'm in Round Lake Beach at the Jewels heading home. That's a grocery store chain in the Chicago area called Jewel. A lot of people say Jewels, like United Parcels. All right. Godspeed.
TCBY yogurt.
Deb, ready for live? Good, because we're doing it live. We love our Fridays, don't we, Karen? Tinley Park, Illinois, from my former high school town and Bettenhausen's headquarters. And hey, thank you, Karen. Yeah, I enjoyed that too from Matt's Barn. I hope you all did. Leslie, Ryan, and our tech guy George were there. That looked like
Thanks
FUN.
to Matt and his family and Brian and Cindy Sheridan or Sheridan from Oh Yes. Oh, and part of our giveaway this week is going to be a Bon Journey t-shirt, because that's their new adventure is Bon Journeyed. So isn't that a nice looking shirt? And some Oh Yes gear as well.
And we'll show you other things that Leslie's giving away in just a few minutes. And who else is here checking in? Michael, hi gang. Bucked in. Patty, hello, Patty D. Cindy, Lake Mills, Wisconsin. Is that close to you, Ron? Everybody's hesitant to speak today. Everybody's kind of, I don't know. I don't know if I want to be part of this.
Yeah, it's 15 miles from me. It's between
Waukesha
and Madison.
Okay, I'm just trying to get a feel for where everybody is. White men, white women. Where are all the white women at? What was he going to say? What are you going to say, Ryan? Okay, here it is.
He's just checked out
from earlier. It's 2 a.m. I'm in bed, stroking my schnauzer, trying to think of something witty, but nothing seems to come. Maybe I've hit a dry spell. Well, that happens.
Oh, no.
It happens, Keely.
Just keep, yeah.
Yeah. It'll
if
the log jam
you don't
will
succeed.
Right. The log jam will bust at some point. Greg, saying goodbye to our family canine hero, Oliver J. Pants, who lost a good fight Sunday night. Be sure and give your schnauzer a big hug from Oliver. Oh, yeah. F cancer. Yeah. That's tough to lose a pet, man. I mean, our dog Flynn is 11. Oh, I don't want to think about that.
Don't.
I'm not. Millrat. Hello, Gare and Laz, back from Switzerland.
Nice.
Whatever that is, that's Swedish talk right there. That's Dutch. She doesn't speak English.
Sorry.
She's from an orphanage. She's Dutch.
That's right.
Stick Save just ate a taffy apple. Nice. And Banana Man 3M, Hudson, Wisconsin. And Martin.
Is that by
Ryan? There he is.
In Wisconsin. There's
What's that? Yeah, it's Martin. He's here every week. British one.
No, I was just wondering if Ryan was near Hudson, Wisconsin.
Yeah, well, let's find out where Hudson is now. Ryan?
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 I have a funny story about Hudson, Wisconsin.
I'll bet you do.
I got a subpoena on Wednesday for something, and I had to appear in Hudson, Wisconsin. So it's in Polk County, and it's by the Minnesota-Wisconsin border. It's about 4 hours away.
That's not convenient at all.
No.
And you probably don't want to tell us what the subpoena is all about.
Actually, hopefully it goes away. We're part of an organization with work, and they got it confused with another organization with the same name. So it wasn't. It was for divorce. We had nothing to do with it. So hopefully it's going to go away because they were only going to give me $75, and $75 would barely get me up there. So.
You did one of those things that DJs do. I got a subpoena on Wednesday. No, it was Thursday. That had nothing to do with anything.
Right.
We stopped listening with subpoena.
Yeah.
The other thing is it's 73, not 74 degrees, because you really would notice.
Right. I should have been drinking the hooch from Dubrovnik, but I didn't partake in any of that in Rockford,
Since you've introduced that, he texted us earlier. I'm in Rockford, Illinois, and a guy from Croatia came up to me and said he provides all the hooch for the local prostitutes. So he provides the hooch for the hoochie mamas.
Absolutely. And he wanted to know if I wanted to buy some, and I passed on it. But he says it's from Dubrovnik, and I said, well, I'm good. I'm good.
And so, Ryan, where are you in this scene where people come up to you and just say this stuff? And it happens all the time.
I don't know. And it started as a young age when I would go into the bathroom, I'd come out and I would say to my parents, someone was talking to me at the urinal, or someone said this. So it's not a new thing. It's kind of been, throughout my whole life.
7 years old, and that's disturbing.
I was 14, but I listened to your bathroom etiquette, and
that's almost as if not more disturbing too. There.
Yeah. Don't talk to strangers. It was in one of the shows. I believe it was a premium show. The etiquette you have in bathrooms is, and I don't know. And they say if you're in a stall, don't talk to the stranger in the stall next to you. Who would do that?
And don't use your foot to unplug
in
the
ladies'
toilet.
rooms, there is some people don't stop the conversation as they enter the stalls. I personally go silent. Once that door is closed, we're in silent mode. Once we're back at the sinks, we can continue talking. But no, there.
And then you can talk on these too when you're in the stall. Those are the other.
Why would you bring that out in a? And where were you when this guy from Slovakia, or wherever he was from, cornered you?
Casey's gas station getting gas, and he pulled up next to me, and I guess I had a friendly face. And
this happens a lot of gas stops for you. A lot of conversation.
It does, and he had a van that said cleaning services on it, carpet cleaning, air ducts. And I thought, wow, okay.
Yeah.
But he had hooch on. He was selling hooch out of his van.
Correct.
To prostitutes.
Also,
to prostitutes, and I thought, wow,
candy and puppies. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
And just like in Breaking Bad, he was making the hooch in each of the houses in which he was supposed to be cleaning the carpets.
There you go. There you go. I guess I didn't realize there was a clientele in Rockford that he could stay in business of prostitutes, but maybe I haven't been around
Rockford. You get that. You're right there at the border, so I'm sure it's very convenient for your Iowa Johns, your Wisconsin, your Beloit Johns. All want to come to Rockford, which soon will be very near the United States' largest truck stop planned for the area around Elgin, Illinois. Great. Now they can F up the traffic on I-90. So look forward to that.
Leslie was excited about that. She just read that and was like pulling her hair out.
I'm furious.
How much you pay for gas, Ryan? How much on the pump?
Here it's like $3.20. Back in Wisconsin when I left, it was $2.40. So it's much more expensive. And this isn't Cook County. I mean, I'm in the suburbs, or out in the middle of nowhere, and it's still $3.20.
You may have noticed Ryan's not in his broadcast nook at home.
I'm not.
He's outdoors at his parents' house.
I am. I'm down here for a few days, so that's how I ended up in Rockford. So
Tracy says
maybe it was my Nirvana
shirt.
Maybe it was my Nirvana shirt. He wanted to think I was going to party with him or something. I don't know.
Do you have your checkerboard shoes on too?
I did. I had my Vans on too. Yes. So maybe he wanted. Yeah. Maybe I had that look, but
yeah, you do, because people just say the weirdest things to you all the time. Hey, I have to try to clear this up, and ours are smart. They will know more than I do. I don't know a lot about sports outside of what I need to know. I'm not getting that deep into it. So Ryan says to me, hey, my wife went to the Brewers wild card games, both of the wild card games. It was the best out of 3. And she went to, how did they decide who gets 2 and who gets 1? Well, okay, this part I can't answer because the Brewers had a better record than the Mets, so they got home field advantage. But then I don't understand, why did they have to have a wild card game if they're in first place with a team that I believe was in third place at the end of the season?
Yeah, I don't know enough sports. I just
What
know the
happened
tickets
to-
were expensive.
How much?
$320 for 2 seats. Plus you got to pay the $45 parking. So, you know, and then you eat and drink. So I don't know. It's a $500 affair.
That's normal. Yeah. What the hell's happening with these events? I mean, like they think everybody, they'll drop 500 a night on our little event.
And she says, you hate the Brewer game. I said, yes, I do, because you got hit in the face with the sausage and they threw up in my car and I had to sell. So yes, I don't like the deal.
Yeah, if you're new to this program, let's fill in some blanks here. Several months ago, Jamie, Ryan's wife, took your son Hank and a friend of his to the Brewers game. There she is in her Titanic outfit. And the guest threw up in your car, forcing you to sell the car.
I did. I couldn't get it out. It was
couldn't get the
smell
out.
I tried. No.
And then a few weeks back, she went and they have a gun that shoots sausages into the crowd, and she got hit in the eye with said sausage. And I'm thinking, how do they escape liability on this?
I think it's been the back of the ticket, any kind of fly balls. My complaint was it wasn't like it was a ball coming at you 100 miles an hour. It was just the sausage. Were you not paying attention? But
and that was a good conversation starter that led to what?
Her walking away.
Yeah.
Well, I said,
you weren't paying attention.
That's all she did.
Yeah, exactly.
I said, did you at least eat the sausage? And well, it hit some man after it hit her, but the man gave her the sausage, so she did eat it. So.
Okay. Thomas
this
says
sounds
they
very
were.
sanitary.
Thomas says,
you know what would go with that is some of that Dubrovnik hooch. I would think.
Hooch,
yeah, that'll wash it down. Thomas said they were the 3rd seed, so they had to play it out. But what happened to the teams that are in first place? They start playing each other. This obviously is to get more games in and generate more revenue, but it seems sucky.
And yes, Lloydster, that's why I'm at my parents' place.
Say again, all?
I was saying this is kind of like what they did to NASCAR, where they started changing the whole point system, and then there were, different heats, and it got to the point where people are like, oh, F this, I'm just not going to watch it anymore.
Yeah,
so
it's all crap.
Lloydster
says, the reason you're at your parents, that explains it. You must have had that conversation recently. Yeah,
absolutely. The divorce attorney will be calling next, I think, or I'll get
you're going to be
subpoena for that.
Will it be on Wednesday or Thursday, Brian?
I don't know. Maybe Tuesday.
Oh God! All right, nothing makes sense anymore. That's what we do this because
it does.
The world is wacko. All right, we all caught up on questions that we had. Yeah.
We did a little sports talk here.
Never. As soon as we settle one thing, something new pops up.
Just some random things. You came home the other day, Leslie, and there was a case of Slinkies on your doorstep. Couldn't take another step, and you didn't know who they were from, and then it turns out it's from listener Tracy. And you're going to be giving one of those away.
Slinky for
one
fun
of those away.
Toy. Slinky, yep, you bet.
So
we'll
I'm
be
watching
having Slinkies for weeks to come.
I'm going around the cable, and I land on this movie called Zodiac, about the Zodiac killer in San Francisco in the 60s and 70s. Ever seen this movie?
Yep.
Okay. As soon as I land on the movie, somebody's watching TV in the movie, and they have a Slinky commercial playing.
Really?
Yeah. So I thought, well,
Vortex warning.
Vortex. Vortex. Now, I don't think they ever caught the Zodiac killer.
I don't think
they had
did
some
either.
Ideas, but I don't think they ever caught this guy who murdered all kinds of people in San Francisco back then.
Speaking of killers, story coming up about the Menendez boys later on in the show. Apparently, they are itching to get out of jail.
As they should.
it's
Listen, if you're going to keep people in prison for shooting their parents in the face while they sleep, I mean, my God, it's chaos.
they. I don't know that they were asleep. They were on the couch in their Beverly Hills
Oh,
mansion.
okay, much
Then
better.
they started shooting, got dad. Finally, dad was down, shot dad in the back of the head. That was his kill shot. Mom, meanwhile, was crawling across the floor. They had to run out to the car. I did some looking up. I had to run out to the car to reload one of the shotguns. Then they came back and finished off Mom. But I don't think they're disputing that. It's the motive
Okay.
that they are disputing. Yes.
And they've been in prison how long now? 30 years, 40 years?
I think we're coming up on the 30th anniversary. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, they've done their time. It's like John Hinckley.
Oh.
Please go out, make music, be part of society again.
Gary,
Maybe they
we
could
were
be on your
supposed
show.
to feel sorry for them because they were orphans. They are orphans now.
Okay. Yeah, that's the
And apparently there's a documentary that's getting a lot of attention these days. And some high-profile individuals are defending them.
that's the same Fugazi as Sirhan. If Robert Kennedy were alive, when I come up for parole, he'd let me out. But you killed him. See, and now the Menendez brothers, have some pity. We're orphans. Yeah, because you killed your parents.
Although, I think didn't one of them get married in prison? Because
I think so.
that's if you're gonna marry a murderer, you want one that's serving life. Because I wonder if the wife is starting to kind of freak a little bit, thinking,
There goes
"Wait,
my free
I
time.
didn't ever expect him to come home."
Yeah, that was the
Do
beauty
they-
of it. I could go do what I want.
Do they get conjugal visits when you marry someone that's in there for life?
Yeah, but at least you don't have to share a bedroom.
Yeah,
with
that's true.
them.
That's true.
You know,
'Cause
and
if
they're
he
not going to bitch
snores-
at you because you go to a game and you get hit by a sausage in the
Yes,
eye.
that's
That's
true.
right.
That sort of thing.
What a beautiful life. Say he snores. Well, you're only there for a few hours. You go home.
Oh, love you,
And
honey.
his parents probably snored, and that was the end of his parents, their parents. Okay, we were talking before we went live. The Joker movie, the sequel, has opened today and generally getting very bad reviews, and that's a bummer, because the first one was such a great movie, a mega hit. And as I speculated on our little show this week, it's one of those things where because it made $1 billion, the people who put it together were probably approached by the studio with a blank check. Hey, do you have a sequel in mind? Because we'll give you this. And oh yeah, I think I do. And I guess it wasn't all thought out. And I'm hearing that it's not really good. It's Lady Gaga musical type thing.
Right. And she just her new album just dropped related to this, and that seems to be okay. But I'm on IMDb with a IMDb rating of 5.4 out of 10. A Metascore of, let's see here, it was like 51 or something. Yeah, Metascore of 51. Some of the reviews I'm reading indicate performance of the actors is good, but the film script is terrible. Just a bad sequel. Where's the story? This was the movie I waited for 5 years for. Where the F is the story?
Uh-oh. I hear they spent a
Musical
lot of
mishap.
time in a courtroom, I guess, for Joker's trial, because he, at the end of the last one, looked like he killed his caseworker. And that's probably why he's on trial. Maybe he meets the Menendez brothers in the next one. They get out. Here's
you go.
Here's the opportunity that was missed in the first one. As I said, when it came out and everybody's wearing those clown masks, the dollar store should have, it was before Halloween when it came out, they should have stocked up on those clown masks. That would have been a hit that Halloween. Everybody would have had one of those.
Do you think they'll have them this year?
do I have to consult the dollar store too now? I mean, how do people not know this? I'm not the greatest thinker on earth. This seems like low-hanging fruit.
Didn't they have
Ooh,
people peeing
low-hanging
in
fruit's a good custom too.
people peeing in the dollar store candles? But maybe that way they were sidetracked with that.
What?
Yeah, we had the story about there's a dollar store, I believe it's in Indiana, where there is a serial urinator who's
Oh, that's
peeing
right.
in the candles,
candle.
and it's the one section of the store that they don't have a camera on. So this person
So I stay
has
away
done
from
this
the
several
candles
times.
at the dollar store. Yeah, stay away from the
Yeah.
candles.
Okay. Yeah, we did that story, and I think I blocked it right after you did it, Leslie, because I don't want to have all that negativity about the dollar store in my
You don't want
noggin when I
anybody to
go.
piss on your dollar store, right?
No, because unless they're pissing on, here's what I'm
Liquid
buying,
paper.
and liquid paper. Please, if you're a pisser, don't do this. Don't piss on the liquid paper, the batteries, the toothpaste, and the bungee cords, and the glow sticks, and the greeting cards.
Yeah.
Please. Those are the items
Padded
that are
envelopes. I get all my padded envelopes.
padded
there
envelopes.
As well.
Yes. Those items are standard. I can't go wrong. Now the food items, I don't know. Candles, oh, I don't know. Even if they weren't pissed on, I can't imagine I don't know.
Pumpkin
look.
spice and a little something extra.
Look,
Yeah.
look, I'm right on track, halfway point. I'm halfway done with the drink.
There you go.
There's some medical advice. Sound medical advice there.
Yeah. If you experience burning when you're peeing on a candle. Okay.
It's one way to extinguish it, but yeah.
One of the comments said, Ryan, you have a hot tub in the backyard. That's your parents' house. Is that a hot tub?
It is my parents' house. It is a hot tub.
Ah,
Yes.
swinging.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
The Corcorans, yeah, still have the love going.
I think that was put in when my brother lived here and he was in his party phase with his friends and stuff in his younger years. So.
Oh yeah, your parents ever use it?
Yeah, I think they do. We bought and sold this house 4 times. So.
What do you mean?
So we owned it, we sold it, we bought it, we sold it, we bought it. So we've
what?
We've,
Wait. Whoa,
Okay,
stop.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
This is why he's a
Everybody take a
magnet,
drink.
guys.
We got a good story coming. Here
Out
it
of the
comes.
back of the van. Okay.
All right. So they move in the first time when?
well, we did. Their house that I grew up in is in the back, is over my shoulder in the backyard. But this was like a rental house. We bought it as a rental house, and then we sold it, and then we bought it again. And my grandparents lived here for a while, and then we sold it, and then we bought it again, and it was a rental house, and then they sold it, and then we bought it again, and we've kept it now.
Okay, so that hot tub's been there through all of those sales?
No, the hot tub's been through the last 2 iterations when my brother lived here and it was a rental and he was in his party phase. So, and he had
Like
a bar in
party-
the garage and
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Swinging.
Is this the brother that bought my used car?
It is. It is the
Oh.
same brother that's grown up now. That was his younger years, you know.
Is
Women
he
and
married
booze.
and has
He is
kids now?
married, stepkids, but yeah, he's married. So
Yeah.
yeah. So the
Well,
hot
you
tub's
got-
20 years old, but
Okay, hey, he enjoyed that time of his life.
He
That's
did.
why you do that.
he did. And we were stupid to buy the house and sell it 4 times, but yeah.
Did you get a good deal every time, or did you really have
No,
to
I
keep
don't
paying
think so.
higher?
I don't think so. I think we probably well, every time someone would improve it, like the last time we sold it, they put siding on it and redid the kitchen and the garage. So it was kind of I don't know, but yeah, there was always improvements every time we'd rebuy it. So
Oh, that's good. You kept trading up. Good.
we kept trading up. So yeah. So
Says
All right.
Bill, sell high, buy low. Oh, yeah. Oops.
So the Golden Bachelorette.
let's-
We're watching it, right? Because one
Yes.
of the bachelors is a guy who has cut my hair over the years by the name of Pascal. And
and I
this
have his
past-
picture. There it is.
There he
Look
is,
at
and
that.
he's young. Hey, hey, Getty, how you doing? Getty, how you doing? He's
He
from
was a good
Paris.
operator.
He's a good operator, and she is smitten with him. And we find out through this website that tracks the bachelors and bachelorettes that he goes all the way to the end. He's in the top 2 and pulls himself out at the end. We don't know why. We'll find out. But one of the, if you've watched this,
well, he's
this is the
already. I mean, he's already a front runner because he got to go on the first one-on-one date.
One-on-one out of town. They went to Vegas.
Vegas, yeah,
Yes.
baby.
Yeah. And there's another contestant, and they stock this thing with guys that they know aren't going to go very far, and they're trying to be inclusive. You know what they're doing. And there's an Asian guy. He seems like a sweet guy. His wife died 6 years ago, and he's still completely broken up about it. And he can't stop talking about it. It's very strange. Every time he sits with another guy, my wife died 6 years ago. And then he has a one-on-one sit down with the Bachelorette, and he brings a framed picture of him and his wife.
Well, and he also sat down with one of the other guys who happens to be a doctor to try and
right, because she had blood coming out of her
answers.
mouth. She had passed out. He wanted to know if that contributed to her death. And oh my God, really?
So, I'm sorry. I am pain watching this show for you, Gary.
Well, I wouldn't be watching it either if I didn't know Pascal. I'm going to try to get him on when it's all over.
Badly. Well, and he can ignore you like Larry Mondello, Mathers.
Okay, rub it in. Here's my list of people I have contacted and that have not responded. All right, I don't know what it is. I mean, you got your Joe Rogans and your Howard Sterns. They got all these A-listers. I'm sitting here. Here's my list: John Hinckley, Jerry Mathers.
Hinckley won't return your call.
Rusty Stevens, Larry Mondello, Billy Zane, Lisa Welchel. And now I think I'll be able to get Pascal. I think I'm feel good about it.
Okay. Right now, he knows the outcome of all of this, but he
can't say anything, so I'm not going to try to get him now.
Because I did an episode of Weakest Link, and when you read that non-disclosure agreement, it's like, we're going to take everything you have if you open your yapper.
Yeah. Yeah. You better lawyer up, asshole. Because I'm not coming back for just 30%. I'm coming back for everything.
Yes.
That's true of all these things that you do. And I don't do them anyway. I get approached all the time to do these documentaries about things that I did in my radio career. And then they go, just sign this. And it's 14 pages. And it's insane. And you make no money on them. And you're going to sign all this? No.
Well, and this is what's so confounding about whoever this insider is, who has been really good in predicting who the final two are going to be, who the winner of these reality shows is going to be, because it's got to be somebody tied to the production who is just pretty devil may care or stupid, because if they ever figure out who it is, they're going to be in a heap of trouble.
I don't know why you'd want to risk that either, but they do. And we're glad, because at least we don't have to wade through a lot of this crap going. I wonder if it's this guy or that guy. The guy she picks, spoiler alert, is this guy by the name of Chalk. Chock. Chalk, right. Chalk, because the joke I made in the house was his last name. What if his last name was Full?
Chock full.
Yeah, and that's that stupid stuff I do privately, and why basically my wife and anybody else nearby is like, if this was a real gun, they'd all have it to their head. My massage gun.
Don't use it above the neck.
Yeah, don't use it above the neck. Right. The massage gun is below the neck, sunshine.
Below C5. It's got to be below the cervical vertebrae.
Oh, it's below the neck.
I read the instructions.
It's below. All right. Don't worry about it. Shot. Hey, am I on?
You can go down below the L's even if you want.
I think I'm a little too far below where I should be for this part of the show.
Need a refill.
Yeah. Okay. Woo! And I'm feeling it too. Yeah, baby. Hey, before I forget, because I always do this when it's a new month and it's the end of the show. Hey, everybody, here's the cannoli. Good night. And I forget the Canine Hero mention, and I don't want to do that. And I'm thinking about it right now. So let's do it, Alan, and feature the No.
Not yet.
The Canine Hero calendar features a dog every month that has served with our military or the TSA and then retired. And Jason Johnson has a sanctuary in Tennessee where he takes care of these dogs for the rest of their lives. And he works off of donations, and that would be through selling calendars and other merchandise that he has. And we feature a dog every month. And Alan, that text is too small for me to read. Can you read it, please?
Canine Lex served the Oakland County Sheriff's Office in Michigan as an explosives detection dog for 6 years. He retired when his handler, Bob Loken, also depicted here, was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. His previous retired partner, Canine Iko, far right, was also placed in the program once we learned of his situation. Canine Lex came to our rehabilitation and rehoming facility in Tennessee to find him a forever home so Bob could concentrate on his own health. Canine Lex was adopted out to a wonderful family, but little did we know he too had cancer that was previously undetected. All 3 heroes in this photograph have sadly passed away since, and we strongly believe they are together again. For us at Project Canine Hero, it was a distinct honor to serve with them and their family.
And that's why we drink on Fridays. So if you can buy a calendar, hat, t-shirt from projectcaninehero.org, please do it, because Jason is doing God's work. But these dogs, there's no government program. There's no official program when they retire from the TSA, police departments and whatnot. And that's what Jason is doing. He's taking care of these dogs. Otherwise, they go to a shelter. And if nobody adopts them, you know where that goes. Why is life so complicated?
Seriously. Let's get in the hot tub. Come on.
Yeah, we'll be right over.
We can drink some booze from Dubrovnik.
Yeah, from the Rockford Hooch that's given to the prostitutes.
Favorites.
Bring him down to party.
The brand? Did he have a brand? Like,
he didn't. I think it was homemade.
Yeah, and if you remember the movie Hooker Hooch, The Silence of the Lambs, that one guy that had a van and he was trying to get the couch. He had a cast on his arm and he couldn't get the couch in. And there's a woman and, oh, can you help me get the couch in? And where do we find her next? Down in the hole.
Bottom of the well. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take care of some sponsorship here. And then we have more photos that you are going to show us, right, Ryan?
Yes, we have a bunch of photos.
All right. First, we're going to pay homage to the fine people at Bettenhausen Automotive.
No hassles, no haggles, no salespeople at Bettenhausen. Now open on 159th Street in Lockport. During Ram Power Days, get $13,500 off a new Ram 1500. Get $11,000 off a new Jeep Grand Cherokee. $9,000 off a new Jeep Wrangler. 15% off a new Jeep Gladiator, or $12,000 off a new Chrysler Pacifica. Showroom never closes. Choose from over 900 vehicles at cdjroflockport.com.
When I win the Mega tonight or the Powerball tomorrow, I want you, Leslie, and Ryan and Alan to look out your front window in a few days, because you're going to see a Bettenhausen Automotive vehicle with a big red bow on it in front of your house. Get the bow.
I've always dreamed of one of those. So yes, please.
That's what I'm going to do.
The Bettenhausen license plate next to me in the parking lot of Portillo's the other day didn't have a bow on it.
Oh yeah, down in FLA. Alan sends a photo of a car that has a Bettenhausen license plate frame at the Portillo's. Portillo's started in the Chicago area. Now they're all over the place. And Alan was there and saw, I mean, it's a whole Chicago. You can't get, if you have ever lived any amount of time in Chicago, there's no way you can get I don't care how far you move away from the city. It's always going to be somewhere omnipresent. And here's Alan down in Florida, and there's a Bettenhausen vehicle, Portillo's. And that's because there are a lot of Chicagoans down there, right, Alan?
Yeah, and even our newspaper's owned by the Chicago Tribune, so go figure.
Yeah, and you were going to Portillo's.
Yeah, I feel like Chicago food from time to time.
What'd you get?
That time I got a burger.
Yeah.
That's burger at Portillo's?
Yeah.
They're known
They
for hot dogs. Are
They have a
right?
They have a charbroiled burger. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I hear their char dogs are incredible. And if you get a chance, check out the chocolate cake. Great dessert, though. You're probably already full. Take some home. The secret is mayo, just so you know.
And if their CEO Mike Osanlu, who I worked with early in my career, is watching, you can be a regular sponsor on the show too.
No, we'd love to have Portillo's. Oh God, that food! I mean, really. This started in a little food wagon, and now it's all over the place. David Hochberg, this man here, I've known for many years. If you want to save money, this is the guy for your mortgage, because that's what he likes doing. He likes saving you money, and he has a free consultation by calling that number. They're licensed in 35 states. I hope you're in one of them, because that's what he does. And he's a great guy. And he has been so great to this show and all shows previous, as far as giving things to give away that the radio stations didn't want to spend money on. He said, I want to do this. Let's step up and do it. And he did. That's what he does.
I still have my Gary Meyer Dickey. And now that we're getting into fall, I might have to put it on.
Do you have a muff?
I never got a muff. I wanted a muff. And
yeah, we gave away muffs. Those were nice too. And
the pins. Oh, golly.
Yeah.
And the scarves. Oh, I've got scarves. I think we even gave away a scarf on the very program. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's sponsored all that. He fueled all that. That's what he does. He's a good guy. All right. Ryan, are you back with photos?
I am. I was in the hot tub, but I just got out. So I'm
yeah, okay. And are you getting ready to sell the house for the 5th time?
I am. I might. I might get a hold of it and list it and see if we can get something out.
They have a for sale sign. It's electronic. They just turn it off for a few years.
Just
put it
turn
back
it on.
Yeah.
Cream every couple days. It just lights up. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's two sequences to this picture. So I'll leave this one up and you can talk about it.
Let me start with, I see this and the deal is this picture is from about 100 years ago, 80, 100 years ago. And they say the kid in front is holding you see this all the time now, an iPad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So let me go to that picture. There it is.
Okay.
That's the
there it is. This
is that
on
the Apple logo on there too?
It's hard
south side of Chicago.
Off center. Yeah.
Not that it matters where it is, but that's what they're saying. He's holding an iPad from 80 years ago.
Time traveler. And I know you like time traveling, so
I do.
They have somebody at the Battle of Gettysburg with an iPhone.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. This happens all the time.
Somebody's got their Apple Watch at the Ford Theater. Yeah. It's
Okay.
Okay.
All right. This woman, did I talk about this on the show? I can't remember half the time if I talked about it.
I think you did.
This woman wants to have sex with 600 people. She's out of Australia.
Looking at her. Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. We did talk about her. And when her parents found out, people asked, well, what do your parents think? And she said they're fine with it. When I told my father I'm making $2 million a year, he was, on OnlyFans. Oh, that's so good. I can't imagine that, but this is the woman. 600 people. She had 300 people last year.
Yep.
You know
so
what?
Maybe the year
Can
after
we
that
revisit this story in about 5 years and see what she looks like? Because I got a feeling she's going to be buying her hooch from a van, from a guy from Dubrovnik. Yeah.
Yeah. Her hooch is going to be really worn out too.
She's got to wear the tight shorts just to keep everything.
Hey, now.
Never mind. Sorry.
All right. Last week at the barn, Matt's barn. What do we got here?
Some loyal listeners that came, and then a picture with Brian.
Bloomquist.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry. Okay, Blomquist. I don't remember how to pronounce it. I had a few to drink. Sorry.
Right now.
It's what happens on a Friday. I did spill a drink. It wasn't my fault. It got picked up by the wind.
The wind machine.
Spilled. I also lost part of a sandwich because of the wind. Yes.
Sure you did. Yeah.
Damn.
No problem.
I hate
And-
being that person. I'm never that person.
No, that happens. Don't worry about it. The one on the right, though, that's Brian Sheridan and our
Pat.
lawyer listener, Pat.
Yep. And then
that's her husband on the left there, right?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All
And
right.
then here's another.
Wow, there you go. There's Katie, the Gen Z reporter and vocalist on Oh Yes. There's, hey, who's that in the middle and on the right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Those people look vaguely familiar. Hey, text us and let us know.
And then there's another group from, I think one of them's Matt's mom, right? Yeah, I think you talked to her, Leslie. Spoke with her for a
Gail.
while. Gail. Yeah.
What a sweetie pie. Oh my gosh, she is just
Where
so
is she in that
bubbly
group?
and fun. She's in the orange and yellow
Far
dress.
left? Far left.
Yes.
All
far
right.
left.
Oh, what a peach, man. Well, his whole family, everybody there was just so friendly and so accommodating. Not to mention the fact that, we talk about Bon, Oh Yes, and we've heard some of their music on the show any number of times, but this little dealio that they're involved in now, Bon Journeyed, kicks ass.
Mm-hmm.
And they point out exactly what you were talking about earlier in the show. The prices of going to these name acts is insane. You have to take out a mortgage to go to a concert these days. Their effort is to bring that music with that kind of quality to people for a reasonable price. And damn it, it makes sense because who can afford to go otherwise?
Well, you pay $300-400 to go see a concert, and you're 2 miles away from the stage. You're watching it on a big screen. Why not just stay home?
With your adult diaper.
You know what?
An adult
I
diapers,
will look
yes.
into it further. Apparently, at some of the music concerts across the pond, Gary,
Uh-oh.
in the UK, are now doing like body cavity searches on people as they are entering the venue. I mean, we're talking really invasive searches because they're worried about security. So not only do you have to take out a mortgage to go to the concert, you then get sexually assaulted on your way in.
And I
Isn't
love
that
when
special?
bodily parts are referred to as cavity, canal.
Yeah.
I love those terms. Makes it
You were
really
talking about that.
intriguing. Yeah, I love thinking about that. All right. Any more pictures?
Yep, I got a couple more. I got a couple more from that night, and then we've got some other ones. So there's the women of Bon Journeyed.
Bon Journeyed, yep.
Significant others.
And they correspond. So you just
They do. You just
So those are the wives or girlfriends of the band members.
Correct.
Oh my God. And Sandy had on the cutest pants. She and Brian, I mean,
leather pants.
They're rock and roll styling.
Yeah.
Those two
taking a cue from Gary in his leather pants.
Yeah, I had a leather phase. I was into the leather.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skin though.
And
and if you do wear shark skin, don't wash it.
All roads lead to Pascal. All right. That's it.
Staying with the Sheridans. No, this is the decorated desk.
Oh, wait. Katie, we talked about this on the Gen Z report. The Gen Zers are the only ones that like to decorate their desk because they're back in the office. And she said at her office, she's the only one that's decorated for Halloween. And that's her desk.
It is.
So when we worked at a certain radio station, I like to personalize my office. I think it's a great way to feel comfortable. You spend a lot of time in your office, having your angry mama nearby when she needs to be. Well, I had a mobile that I loved hanging up, and I was making teeny tiny little paper airplanes and throwing them in the bad acoustic wall covering that needed to be replaced. It was obvious that it was falling apart. So I saw no harm in doing that. And damn it, if one of our brand new bosses walked in and went, all of it, done, out of here. We clear it.
Wow.
Really sad. Yeah.
Well, they like sucking the life out of radio stations, and I love having Jesus.
No originality here.
Here's Jesus. Jesus, take the microphone. Jesus.
Yep.
Hello. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
You were a desk. It was kind of a cultured approach to desk decorations that you had objets d'art on
Yes.
yours.
Yeah, I don't like
was
clutter, but I had a nice
curated is the word I was looking
assortment of
for.
things. And now
Yep.
Brian and Matt sent me my own bobblehead.
Yep.
Hello, Mr. Letterman. Hello.
Actually, they have it up in
They
Matt's
do.
barn as
We saw
well,
it.
and I took a selfie with it. I maybe forgot to send that to you.
And nearby my desk here, I have a horseshoe. This one isn't up my ass, obviously. This is just for
The
good
other
luck.
one you did place
Yeah.
there on New Year's.
Right.
How's that working
Right.
for you, Gar?
I'm
We'll know tonight.
mega tonight, Powerball tomorrow.
Yep. Yep.
There you go.
Okay. I got another
When cars were cars, look at this setup.
roomy.
You have a bankette in the car. Imagine
roomy.
if you were a
Nice.
teen and had that car.
Whew. That's
Our neighbors had a station wagon, and we used to ride all the way in the back. And then, because we liked the fresh air, Dad would open up that back window so that we could smell
yep.
those sweet lead fumes. Oh, golly, that was good.
Good old
Yep.
days. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't become a doctor.
There's
I
your cherries.
believe Karen sent this, listener Karen. This is a Shirley Temple. This is for the kids so they can participate in the cocktail hour. And we encourage that. Kids, get something like this and jump on the GarrForce every Friday.
Okay. This was from last week.
Did we show this or not?
No, no.
No, I don't think we did.
We didn't.
The reason men manscape. Enough said?
Enough said.
Muff
And-
said?
Yes. And then this is what I added in case you
Male
don't have water.
giraffes drink females' urine to check and see if they're in heat. I read that this week.
Wow, that's good to know. Good
In
conversation
case
starter.
you don't have water, you can't flush your toilet, they suggest doing it this way. You put a garbage bag in there, do your business, wrap it up, and take it out the curb.
Oh, great. That's
Good
in
news
Georgia,
for people stuck in.
Florida.
I don't know. I just
Yeah.
saw it come
South
through on
Carolina.
Facebook, and they said
Carolina,
this is the
South
best way
Carolina.
to handle it. Just bag it and go.
Bag it and dump it. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Ryan.
See you later.
Jump in the hot tub and put the
I'm
house
going
up for
to right
sale.
now.
Okay.
Right now.
Hashtag.
Number
What should we do?
5.
Hashtag. What?
How about Slinky?
Hashtag Slinky. Hashtag Slinky. Put that in the queue, and the computer will pick the winner in just a few minutes. Hashtag
Because,
Slinky.
gosh darn it, super thank yous to Tracy from Wisconsin this week. So for the next couple weeks, we will be giving away Slinky. She realizes that it's heavier than our usual prize package contents, but you know, it's fun enough. We got to play with this. Not to mention the fact that she sent some new bendables as well. So we've got, because it's Halloween time, we've got skeletons and we've got monsters. So I'm giving away a bunch of bendables. She's always been our ball liquor mama. So we're sending out some ball liquors with information about how you can get your own ball liquors. They can be personalized if you have some corporate events coming up.
Or call 1-800-P Diddy.
So, by the way, Costco says it wasn't our baby oil. All that baby oil that they found at Diddy's place, not from Costco. And I
Okay.
don't know that anybody sells it in bulk like that. In the meantime, this week also a box appeared on my deck, and this one from Scott's Vintage Antiques and Collectibles. And how about that? The Ides
Mad.
of Mad. I should have
Can't go
saved this
wrong.
for March, but I had to look to see when this was published. Originally in 1957. So apparently humor is not new to the previous, 5 or 6 decades. They had humor all the way
Oh, yeah.
back in
Mad
the
was key
50s.
in my life.
As I mentioned before, we are giving away a Bon Journey t-shirt along with our fun stuff from the band Oh Yes, from which it was birthed. And so we have a koozie, we have a bracelet, and we have a guitar pick. And
Nice.
we're getting down to the end of these, but your very own GarrForce refrigerator magnet, and finally
Maybe
the prize
Ellen will
that
provide more. And the
started
condom
it
that
all
started
right
it
there.
all. All right. All right. And you will give us a story or two, and then we'll hit that button. And we're coming up to the top of the hour.
So those Menendez boys we were talking about.
Traffic, news, weather, sports, CN15.
Los Angeles District Attorney George Gascon announced this week that his office is reviewing new evidence in the case of Lyle and Eric Menendez, the two brothers sentenced to life in prison for the 1989 murder of their parents, Jose and Kitty, at the family's mansion in Beverly Hills. This new evidence purportedly substantiates their contention that they were sexually abused by their dad, who then threatened to kill them should they ever expose his behavior. They and their counsel are hoping this new evidence might lead to a reevaluation of their case and perhaps even a commutation.
Fingers crossed. We need these
yeah.
guys on the street. Oh, God.
And I'm thinking that woman who married it, really might actually.
Yeah, she's going, oh, no. That's not what I wanted.
Where's the shotguns? In the meantime, a woman in Taiwan has been ordered to pay her son thousands of dollars in damages for tossing out his comic book collection. The Chiayi District Court has decided that the woman named Qian owes her son $5,000 for the collection of 32 Attack on Titan comics she threw out against his wishes. In her defense, Mom says she tossed out the books in part because the house they shared, she and her son, that is just too small and too cluttered, and that the books had begun to mold due to the humidity. But the court sided with the son. Mom will be allowed to appeal the verdict, though.
I'm reluctant to throw out anything anymore because I didn't think it had value, but everything seems to have a little value these days.
Well, and you just never know what it is. You can hold on to certain things for 30, 40 years, like you've got a BlackBerry still in its original wrapping, right?
Actually, I thought I had a Palm Pilot, but I looked and the Palm Pilot has been opened, but I've got the Palm Pilot keyboard still shrink wrapped.
Oh, okay. So there you go.
Still
Who
shrink.
knows? Someday.
Yeah, someday in 30, 40 years.
It's going to be in the Smithsonian. Meanwhile, that son might be onto something, because it turns out that comic books and cartoons may have the potential to turn you into a superhero. Consider the story out of Japan this week. 23-year-old Karen Rio stopped at her local convenience store to pick up some odds and ends when she happened upon a crime in progress. A young man was attempting to steal a six-pack of beer when he was intercepted by the store clerk. A violent struggle had then just ensued, and that's when Ms. Rio stepped in, knocked the would-be thief to the ground, and put him in a headlock until police arrived. She says she learned what to do thanks to the many anime shows she watches. Quote, "I've never done martial arts. I took tea ceremony lessons. I like anime, so I just sort of imitated what I've seen in it."
Good. Good. We need to get the ditch rats off the street.
Recommend this, though. I mean,
yeah, I know.
I'm glad it worked for her.
One for the good guys.
There you go. Either way. So, and she did get a letter of commendation and, some.
Hey, Leslie, look what else I found when I was looking in my stuff. The entire Leave It to Beaver series.
Oh, you can show it to Larry Mondell. You can show it to Jerry. When they show up on the show.
Yeah. Well,
still haven't returned the call, huh?
No. Sorry. I'm a tough interviewer, I know, but I'll be kind. I'm a big fan.
He has a good time when you interview them, though.
Yes, I don't ambush.
Oh, this show is so much better than we expected.
John Hinckley might have some tough questions, but all right. Are we ready to hit the button?
We get to Menendez. If the Menendez brothers get out of prison, we have to reach out.
Yes.
Because they're orphans, and they're appreciate.
Yes. It's too bad. Sad. Their parents are dead. You killed them.
Sad.
Alan, you want to hit the button? Are we ready? Here we go. Let's give it away. Hashtag Slinky. Who's going to win? All that stuff.
Music.
Music.
And the roll, which is that one. There we go.
Ooh.
All right, here we go. Who's going to win? Come on.
Paul Mullen.
All right, Paul. Ellen, tell Paul what to do.
Paul, send your mailing address to Gary Meyer Show at GaryMeyer.com or text it to 773-888-2157. Regular charges apply. And Leslie will take it down to the post office, and the post office will route it where they like to route
Whatever they
something.
do. Yeah.
And I've gotten to be such a regular that the girls at the post office went, "Oh, got your hair cut." I got all of them cut. Yeah, look at me.
Wow,
yeah,
that is a regular.
So Debbie from last week.
Send me your address.
And I also don't have to remind you guys, if you have one in, say, the last year, sit on your hands and make sure someone like Paul gets a chance to win. So, yay, Paul.
I think Paul is new. I'm glad to see Paul won.
Yeah, cool.
Are you ready for some cannoli coming down the aisle? It's complimentary. It's delicious. Please take it. Look at how delicious. What about the schnauzer this weekend, Leslie?
You know, you could take your schnauzer up to Rockford and run into that guy selling the Dubrovnik hooch out of the back of his van. It's a favorite among the prostitutes there.
Okay. That's it. Talk to you Monday. 3 in the green. Gear is down. Flaps are down. The voice of the globe. America's podcast. The GarrForce. Let's have a good weekend. I think that's what we should do. We've landed.
And that's all the news and nonsense for this week, GarrForce. Thank you for streaming.
If you like that, I got other stuff I think you're going to like. This is the GarrForce.
Please be sure to like and share the show on all of your social networks.
More eyeballs.
If you're not already a subscriber, show your support by subscribing to GarrForceLIVE YouTube channel. For those watching a replay, that button is right here. All the rest of our episodes, right here.
Boom.
Hello?
Shakalaka.
Did you click something?